Good morning. Got my coffee, got my stroopwafel. I'm actually going to go to the airport. The airport in the sky is what it's called, and they have a restaurant there which opens for breakfast and lunch, and I'm going to get a big breakfast this morning, so I'm super excited. This is just my pre-hike snack. Now, it's a pretty foggy morning this morning, and I woke up and my tent was completely drenched with condensation, the most I have ever seen in this tent. And of course the outside was wet too because it's really humid here on the island, and kind of fog was rolling in as I went to bed. And I woke up and looking out now, it's pretty foggy. So yeah, first thing I did before I even got out of bed was took my camp towel and wiped down all the interior walls in the hopes that things might dry, but I have a big feeling that I'm gonna have to stop along the way and just kind of dry out my gear. We've only got 8 miles to hike today, 2 to the airport and then 6 from there, so it should be a pretty casual day. Some steep downhills, which might be a little bit muddy, so that could be tricky, but it sounds like it'll just be a really beautiful day. So far I'm having a really good hike. I do really hope that I get to see some wildlife today. I can hear them right now, but I'd love to see some bison today, and I got my fingers crossed that I will see them, not too close, at a safe distance. I'm looking forward to that. Would you look at that sky? Wow. I'm all packed up and ready to start the day. It's an interesting campground. I had this big pit next to me. It was actually full of water last night, so it has drained some, which is a good sign because everything I own is wet right now. Because they're doing work on the water system, they left water for all the campers, which is really nice. I'd hate to come here thinking I'd get water and not have it. And the bathrooms were open, which was a double bonus. So the promise of blue sky has faded, at least temporarily. It's pretty. Well, I'm getting ready to head out, and I wanted to give you a couple stats from yesterday's trek. It was 9.3 miles and 3,600, almost 3,700 feet of elevation gain, so lots of up and down. Today's only about 1,200 up, but there's some steep down into Little Harbor, which is going to be a beautiful beachside campsite. Alright, a little ways to go that way to get to the airport. Right there. Alright, we made it the 2 miles to the airport. And I'm crossing my fingers the restaurant is open because I hope not a nice big breakfast. Say hi, Eric.
Hey.
That's Eric. And there's Mohammed. All right, we just saw this hill and I was like, no, I don't want to climb a hill. But the sign
Lesson
says,
from yesterday.
lesson from yesterday. What do you think?
We shot from yesterday.
Yes, we're
like,
poured out.
Allergic to hills today.
So we'll go downhill. I think that looks pretty darn good to me. There's a view of a harbor down there, and I think we might be camping there. We will find out. It's just about 2.5 miles to go, I think. And if you look over this way, on the other side of the ocean, the other side of the island, you can see the ocean when it's not cloudy. We finally found some buffalo. Oh my gosh,
we're gonna go
so
to the
exciting.
trail. We're going right on top of them.
Oh, we're heading that direction, but hopefully not right on top of them. I don't want to get too close, and we're afraid the trail goes pretty close, so we're going to wait for a little while. We're very excited to see these bison, but the trail looks like it might go awfully close, so we're going to just hang tight for a little bit and see what happens. We just bushwhacked down that trail. Now, we might have more, but we are still heading down. We're close to the trail. It should be right down that way, but you can't really see it just because it's hidden by vegetation. But we're going the rest of the way, and hopefully we'll make it to the trail without incident. We bushwhacked because the buffalo were kind of giving us a side eye, and they were across the trail. They were on either side, and we didn't want to walk between them. So, yep, Chantel led the way, bringing us down a pretty steep hill.
We found the trail.
We found the
We
trail.
didn't get injured.
Yeah, we didn't fall into a hole. We didn't run into a
Buffalo
cactus.
Not following us. They're
Yeah.
staying on their side.
So success, success. And look at that. That's Little Harbor. And when we get down to the bottom, we're gonna find a campground. There's a buffalo right down there.
Is it closer? No, probably not.
Yeah, he's just hanging out. Hopefully he's not gonna wander through the campground. And we made it. We are here. The ocean is right there. And you can see the water has come up this high, but I think that was probably with like a king tide or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a king tide at the beginning of at the end of last week.
Yeah. This is gonna be home. There's my fox sighting. He's over there by the tree. Wants to know what I brought him for dinner. Nothing. Hey, this little guy is not shy at all. So I am set up right over there. There's kind of a creek that runs along this way. And this is the beach. I'm gonna go check it out. Someone found their way to the top of that rock. It's beautiful here. And I think the trail actually goes up that way, but I'm not certain. I'll find out in the morning when I head out bright and early. All right, I'm about to put my yucky hiker feet in the Pacific Ocean, and it is cold. Oh, feels good though. Oh, this is a pretty awesome day. Loving the beach here. I had 8 miles. It was pretty chill. Everybody I know that's here tonight had to bushwhack around the buffalo because they were not moving, so I'm glad that we did not stop and wait. Hopefully in a little while we're going to have a campfire with some wood that Chantel ordered. They deliver it right here to your campsite, so she's off hunting for that. So the plan is tonight for a nice little group campfire, and I've got 12 miles to do tomorrow to Parsons Landing, so it's going to be a big day.